We spend a massive amount of time, money, and energy trying to get our teeth perfectly white, but a brilliant smile can hide a failing foundation. Underneath that polished enamel, invisible downward pressures can cause the actual structure to quietly give way. Losing a tooth rarely starts with a surface stain. The real danger happens below the surface, where the gum tissue and the root system anchor everything in place. When that hidden foundation degrades, the rest of the tooth is on borrowed time. Take a look at this cross-section of a healthy tooth and jaw. When gum tissue is neglected, it becomes inflamed and slowly pulls away from the enamel. As the gum line recedes, the sensitive root is exposed. Without that tight seal, the anchor weakens, loosening the tooth. Standard toothbrush bristles easily scrub the crown, but simply cannot reach deep into the receding pocket to clean or repair the tissue. Vithoba Root Fix was engineered to close this gap. It uses a blend of natural botanical ingredients to perform a dual-action process, defending the exposed enamel while simultaneously treating the damaged gum tissue. If the root system fails, the tooth falls out. Polishing the surface of a collapsing structure simply doesn't matter in the long run. The first step in this process is natural protection. Look at this split screen. On the left, typical synthetic cleaners rely on harsh, reactive scrubbing that can gradually wear down your enamel. On the right, botanical ingredients create a proactive, continuous barrier that stays on the tooth long after you finish brushing. Throughout the day, your mouth is under constant attack. Every time you eat, bacteria feed on the leftover sugars, producing a corrosive acid that builds up into plaque. Specific natural compounds in the Root Fix formula chemically interact with these bacterial acids. They neutralize the acidity on contact, disarming the threat before it can breach your enamel. These botanicals also provide a physical defense. Under a microscope, you can see how these natural compounds actually interlock across the surface of the enamel. They form a microscopic shield-like lattice that incoming bacteria physically cannot penetrate. This acts as a seal for essential minerals like calcium. By securing the surface, the shield locks these minerals in, stopping the first stages of enamel demineralization. Many synthetic treatments try to completely wipe out all bacteria in the mouth, but sterilizing the mouth destroys your oral microbiome, the necessary community of good bacteria you rely on to digest food and fight off infections. True, long-lasting protection comes from maintaining the mouth's biological balance. You defend the enamel without turning your daily brushing routine into chemical warfare. Prevention only goes so far if the damage is already done. When roots begin to fail, the body sends clear signals: sharp sensitivity, bleeding, and deep throbbing inflammation in the gum tissue. Most over-the-counter treatments just numb these symptoms so you can get through the day. The remedy aspect of Vithoba Root Fix focuses entirely on active, ongoing cellular repair. Natural soothing agents in the formula penetrate the inflamed tissue. They restrict the swollen blood vessels, cooling the heat of the inflammation and visibly reducing the localized swelling around the base of the tooth. This cutaway shows the core of the remedy. The active botanicals absorb deep into the gum pocket, reaching the periodontal ligaments, the tiny, fleshy shock absorbers that connect the tooth to your jawbone. These compounds act as a natural astringent, signaling the ligament fibers to repair and contract. As they contract, they pull the gum tissue into a tight structural seal. This cinches the flesh firmly against the tooth base, closing the pocket and re-anchoring the tooth. Because this is actual tissue regeneration and not a synthetic masking chemical, the process takes time. It requires consistent, daily application to keep the cellular repair active and continuous. When you rebuild the physical connection between the jaw and the tooth, you reverse the decline. The structure holds. Daily enamel defense and continuous gum repair aren't separate tasks. They have to happen at the exact same time to be effective. When the shield blocks new acid attacks while the roots actively heal below, your mouth enters a state of biological balance. That stability drastically drops your risk of experiencing a sudden, painful dental emergency. Lasting dental health is a bottom-up process. No matter how clean the surface is, the health of the root always dictates the survival of the crown. Natural formulations like Vithoba Root Fix show that addressing the whole biological system is the only reliable way to keep your teeth for a lifetime. When you secure the hidden foundation, the smile takes care of itself.